chums, Robert Ross here in Comedy Cottage, hope you're well. A few things today. On Saturday, this coming Saturday, the 18th of April, a few films ago, maybe it was a week or two ago now, the time does go strange in your brain, but I plugged a very impressive new book by my good friend Julie Warren about Larry Stevens, the brilliant writer of The Goon Show and a lost character in the history of British comedy. Well, there's a virtual book launch for this book on Saturday, and it's run by Julie. We'll put the details, Unbound Facebook party. It's going to be held in the fictitious pub, the Chudley Arms in Chudley Bay, which was the setting for Larry Stevens' lost sitcom for Tony Hancock. So it's from 10 a.m.-ish British summer time till 5:30 p.m.-ish British summer time. Bring your own beer, obviously. Buy the book. You can buy the book online. It's highly recommended. It's poignant and funny and beautifully written. So it's an essential addition to any self-respecting archivist and comedy collector. So buy it. That's the plug for the day. It's a wonderful book. Talking Pictures TV for tomorrow. I hope you enjoyed Barnacle Bill today. Now, a few people asked me on emails why it was changed to All at Sea for the American audiences. Well, there's all sorts of reasons why films have changed title overseas. This particular one, there was a 1941 film starring Wallace Beery, an American comedy. So they didn't want to clash with memories of that film, so they changed it. But there we go. A rose by any other name would smell as sweet. I hope you enjoyed it. Tomorrow's Talking Pictures is 11 a.m. And it's a streaming series from the 1960s called The Rogues, and it was made by Four Star Productions, which was Charles Boyer and David Niven, who pop up in the series. David Niven less so, not in tomorrow, so don't watch it for him. Also founded by John McCrae and Dick Powell, this company. And it's called The Rogues, and it's a lovely series of successful con artists who turn do-gooders. It's running every weekday, I think, 11 o'clock in the morning. Tomorrow's is particularly good. Robert Coote is in it, who you'd remember from A Matter of Life and Death, David Niven's buddy in that plane. And the guest artist is Robert Webber, who was the madman, ad man in the original Henry Fonda 12 Angry Men, not the Tony Hancock version. So that's tomorrow, 11 o'clock. Enjoy that on Talking Pictures. And finally today, loads of comedy birthdays, including this chap behind me, born 1889. But the main one was the founder, the pioneer, the architect of modern comedy, and that of course is Spike Milligan. And when we finally get back to the Museum of Comedy, my favourite place to sit with a glass of wine in my hand is Spike's seat that was pulled out of his house in Rye. It was in the Grafton Arms, the famous pub where all the goons and Dick Henry and Peter Butterworth would hang out. But as it's Spike's birthday, I'm going to read a little poem, and it's not a funny one, it's a serious one. It's a love poem. I was going to use this for my love quote on Twitter this morning, but I thought I'd save it for this film. This is a Penguin edition of a 1972 collection of poems called Small Dreams of a Scorpion, and it's rather beautifully dedicated to my mother, who spent a lifetime dedicated to me. So there you go. But this is Spike's poem. It's very short, so bear with me. It's just called Love Song. If I could write words like leaves on an autumn forest floor, what a bonfire my letters would make. If I could speak words of water, you would drown when I said, I love you. Okay, until tomorrow, bye for now.